something that doesn't go, don't think doesn't go until you try it, right? Sometimes you'd be surprised, like certain songs, if you mash them up together, like that's not gonna go, like a rock song and a rap song, but you put them together, like, oh, it actually sounds good, right?
Yeah.
So trust your ears when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, have some guts when it comes to DJing, because that's in music, like that's how lots of cool things started. Somebody tried something
By mistake, right?
Yeah, or like they went in the other direction.
Yeah.
Like of like the instructions or the manual or something, right? Like
You're never gonna know until you
new,
try
like,
it.
genre
Yeah,
came out of that.
It
or something.
starts, it fuses something. Like,
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of The Clever DJ. A quick intro about ourselves in this podcast to those who are maybe tuning in for the first time on YouTube or any of the other platforms we're on. Apple, Music, Spotify, literally everywhere. We are a banter podcast. My name is Ilia, and I've been a DJ for about 2 years now. And, I've done a variety of events, and I met this awesome guy about 2 years ago while I was bartending, and I wanted him to teach me how to DJ. And he's way more experienced, so that's just a newbie and a pro.
Yeah. So my name is Nino. As he said, I'm the pro DJ, and I've been DJing for over 20 plus years. And I started off with bars, clubs, and now I'm doing weddings. So yeah, that's what primarily we do. And my company employs about 15 DJs under its roster. Yeah.
15? I thought you had more.
Good. No. Just 15.
15's enough?
It's enough for now, yeah.
Yeah. No, because like you have some weeks some weekends where you have like easy 30 gigs.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's pretty crazy.
Mostly weddings, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so you always got to find extra people, huh?
I'm always looking for, DJs that are experienced in the stuff that we do, especially weddings.
Yeah. What's that story we were talking about earlier?
What story?
On the way to the gig. What was it?
Oh, we went to that restaurant?
Oh, yes. The one time. So Nino is from the Philippines. Mm-hmm. And, we spoke about a lot his heritage and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Like where you're from and everything. And like how Filipino food is amazing. And then somehow like our favorite meal became pho.
Yeah, for some reason.
Even though it's not Filipino at all.
No, it's not.
And then we go, like, where did we go? What city was this in?
It's far.
No, wait.
I forgot where it was. It's on the way west, far west. So west from Toronto. It was a 2.5 hour drive.
Did we hit Schaumburg?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
that was that day.
Yeah, it was that day. It was.
Like we found this one pho restaurant, and did we find it like because we just decided on the whim? Oh, let's go eat.
Yeah, because we were googling the pho's in our area.
So we weren't planning to actually go there. So.
And we're pho connoisseurs, so we try every different. We like give it like a 1 to 10.
Yeah,
we rate them, right?
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, like exactly like how pho should be made.
Yeah, because it has to have that great broth.
We can't make it, by the way, but we know what it's supposed to taste like. So anyway, we go to this restaurant, and I'm like, "Yo, Nino, she looks like she's from the Philippines. For sure, she's for sure from the Philippines."
No.
You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
thought I had to remind you.
I said, no, she doesn't. Come on.
I'm like, dude, she speaks Tagalog.
And then I listened to it. Yeah.
Oh, like, didn't you say it was a different dialect?
Right. It was a different dialect, but it was Tagalog. Yeah. And, well, some.
How did I notice? It was so obvious, man.
It was weird. I thought they were talking like really fast, so it didn't really sound Filipino.
It was some of the most incredible menu. Such unique items. Remember, I wanted to order everything.
Everything you wanted to order.
Oh, man. That was a good place.
But the pho was really good. like A1. It was one of the best.
We always talk about maybe going back there. We know it's probably
It's far. It's too far
not
out of
going to
the way.
happen anytime soon.
Unless we have an event that way. Right?
Yeah, we should get one.
We should get one just that way.
Hey, get your next event at 50% off if your event in this area.
In this area.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about DJs and how to put artistic creativity in your sets so you can like be different than the pack, right? Because there's so many DJs out there. You have to separate from them. What's your unique thing about you? How do you DJ, right?
Just one sec.
Oh man, if you're gonna open that, I'm opening up too, man. What is this? Black tea, goji berry, and blackberry.
Yeah, that's gonna be our drink for a little while.
So healthy.
Some of the coolers I had at my birthday.
0 grams of sugar. Oh man.
We got to get sponsored.
Bask, if you guys are listening. Bask.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's actually delicious.
Okay, so one way you can put your artistic creativity into your sets is your track selection. And I've always said that it's important to have set songs that only you play, right? Or set remixes and stuff, because it really puts that patent on you as how you DJ as a DJ, right? And sets you apart, right? And yeah, have those tracks that nobody else has, right? Be proud to have those tracks.
What
man.
was that?
I'm not telling you.
No way.
I'm not telling you. It's mine. Don't even think about it, bro. Don't even think about it.
No, I'm saying, what was the name? You always I always asked for it. I'm like, oh, can you give me that one? And you're like, no.
Like, no, you're not gonna find it
What
anywhere.
was it though?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know.
I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah, but you had a few of those.
I have a lot,
And
yeah.
I know
a
because
lot
you
of
were like carefully like selecting around those songs.
them. When I gave you the songs,
Like,
right?
this.
No, not that one.
This one.
It's true.
And it was just, I was like, oh wow, like it's sacred, right? Like that's one of the things I noticed in the beginning.
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
how
yeah.
you guard your music and stuff.
Well, it's, we've our
you're
blood,
not
sweat,
gonna-
and tears are in that music, man.
And the thing is, you're not going to become a worse DJ if somebody gets your music, or they're not going to get the same kind of reaction from that music. We're all different, right?
We're
And
all
that's
gonna be
your own-
mixing it differently in the end, right?
But we're still sentimental about it.
Yeah.
It's still your music.
It's still our music, man.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't get someone to pay for music. For my music, I wouldn't do that. Sorry. Like my library is
selling it?
Yeah, selling it. I wouldn't take it. I'll be like, no, I can't, man. Unless you want certain tracks, but nah, not my whole
How many?
library. I didn't even give you my
500.
library. I gave you
you
the
gave me
other
the one- yeah.
the other one that I
But
got.
then at the university there, at the Frosh Week,
yeah.
you gave me stuff directly from your computer.
Yeah, I gave you a few. I'm not going to give you.
You gave me like
the whole
50
thing.
something, 60, yeah.
Out of like still
I've sold them.
80,000.
I sold a playlist at least
Shut up.
10 times.
Whatever,
Like
guys.
$600.
Whatever.
No, I actually never shared anything you shared with me with anyone else, because this was like, I know it's special. But like we said before, it's funny. Like I couldn't use most of those songs. Like I took like the best, like 100 or whatever, but there were tens of thousands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard working with someone else's library.
Yeah.
So much harder.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And you kept saying that. You kept like, stop collecting music.
Yeah, man. It's not going to do anything for you. There's a lot of songs that you're never going to play anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the best way was to like get them when you needed them, and then you slowly
slowly build your
like,
your
okay, that was
library.
that gig, that was that gig. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you learn to find out the actual bangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, put in your, so this is still number one. Put in your DJ creatives, your nuggets in your sets, right? That like there's certain songs that like defines you as the DJ, and they're gonna be
Sorry,
like
your reference made me laugh.
we're talking
nuggets.
about nuggets. Well, like
I don't know. It's just the way you said it, just anyway.
too many goji berry black tea drinks, man. Okay. One too many.
No, but you're right. Like everything you're saying, I'm just being childish. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, there's those songs, right? And you guys know that it's not really a big song. Maybe it's a B-side song, but it's something that represents you as a DJ. So that's what I'm talking about, right? It's important. Number 2, layering and texturing, like adding layers in your mix, like certain acapellas. If you're adding like samples or instrumentals on top of another, that perfect. It's great. Something that every DJ should try to strive to, because you want that creativity. Again, it puts a stamp on who you are as a DJ.
What about stems? Like that's part of this, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Stems is another creative thing, man. Stems honestly changed the game. Like,
and you already started using stems.
Oh yeah. I've been using it already. Already trying to find out like mini sets and stuff to use it on.
I noticed you have like certain routines already.
Yeah. I love being as creative as you can. It separates you from other DJs, right? Because I know a lot of DJs who still don't use stems, right? And
a lot of them is because their computer won't be able to handle it. Believe it or not,
it's true.
Lots of DJs just get like a cheap computer.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like half the people who don't use it that I met don't use it because their computer can't handle it.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
And with nowadays, you have to keep up with like technology, man. Because especially with DJing, AI, you need to keep up with it. So yeah, having a strong, powerful computer is crucial if you want to use programs like stems and stuff, because it takes a lot of memory and just from your computer, right? So adding samples and stuff that make you your own style is important. I always find
it's like your signature, right? The way you play.
Exactly.
Number 3, live remixing and mashups.
Again,
you're so good at that.
Yeah, I love doing it because it's cool. Like hearing another beat with another lyrics or a different song on top of it. You wouldn't think that would mesh so well, but it does, right? Those are nuggets right there. And if you can incorporate those in your sets, you're golden, man. That's your style, right? The way you play, the way you mix them, if you're scratching it in, that's all, unique to you, because everybody has different styles of scratching too, the way they do it.
Yeah, compared to 2 or 3 of the other DJs I worked with before you and I met, and one of them after we met, right? You actually know him too. You were the one who was by far the most creative in that aspect specifically. Mm-hmm. Like the way it's always different. You have a routine, but it's very unique. There's still something different every time.
Yeah.
The way you like live remix, mash, like that's really cool, man. That's why one of the reasons why I was like, I'm gonna make sure that he got my number, or like that we can reach each other after that gig, because I was like, this guy's gonna teach me.
Oh, you were so sure, huh?
I approached like 2 other guys.
Yeah.
And
after I approached you,
before,
you approached me?
Probably before.
Yeah.
I think you were the last one I spoke to.
Okay.
And there was one more guy that I told you about that had that beautiful, amazing production.
Setup? Yeah.
I forget. I would say his name if I remembered his name, but some Eastern European guy. No, like honestly, one of the best DJs. And we got to talking about like how much people charge. Like I've already just started DJing, right? For 6 months probably. Mm-hmm. And he told me that he only charged like 15 or 1600.
Oh, yeah, he told me.
Remember,
that.
I told you
his gig is crazy, like
insane. And a live band. Apparently they were like all like together.
He was bundled in with the live band.
I'm not sure. Potentially, like the way he was talking about it, I'm like, I must be misunderstanding. But even if he wasn't, the whole wedding, maybe they had connections. I don't know. Maybe they knew each other, but it was really cheap. But he was one of the best, honestly.
Yeah.
But the other one, I didn't approach him. But the other ones, like I didn't speak to him about that. Mm-hmm. But the other ones were, like I think maybe they contacted me, but like I could tell, okay, this guy knows how to DJ better than anyone else, right? So like,
Yes.
I never focused on anyone else, and then everything that you taught me actually, like happened exactly how you said it would happen, like live gigs and all that stuff, right? That's when you really start learning.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, number 4, harmonic mixing.
Yes. Harmonic mixing is very important for your creativity because it just adds to that extra step of mixing, right? It's not just not just playing any songs back to back to back. It's putting them in melodic positions where it sounds really pleasing to the ear, and sometimes you can't even tell that the song switched because it's so seamless and smooth, and it just melodically it just sounds perfect right together. And that's awesome if you guys are using harmonic mixing. Like mixing in key is totally amazing for that, right? And you can pick the tracks by the key and the strength, like how fire it is, or they have different levels for that, right? If it's not so popular.
Do you use it or?
Oh yeah. I've used that part of it.
Because I know you told me you wanted to start using that.
Yeah.
All the cool features, and
yeah,
you started using it.
I did start using it. It's more for, I think it's more for dance DJs, like EDM DJs. It makes more sense that way. But it's cool if you can read the crowd and have the same BPM going. But of course, you want to put it in that order if you're reading the crowd, right? So it's good.
That Stag and Doe, we did. Maybe that was at that cool venue, like that studio. Was that there? No, that was somewhere else.
That was another thing.
So that night, I remember you played a lot of like EDM style music, right? It was it was just like it turned into a club. For like the last portion.
Yeah, they loved that. They gave me a playlist of like EDM stuff. So like,
there was also like dance, like lyrics, like lyrical, but everything was electronic, pretty much, right? And I don't know if you were following it that day, or that was just a routine you learned by ear, but it was perfect harmonically, everything. It was just that was crazy. That was a good gig.
That was fun, man. I just played a little bit of everything too, like R&B and that night.
I can't believe you didn't do their wedding. I thought you would, and you said somebody else did. You couldn't. No, that like they either booked you for some reason. You couldn't do it. You said some Ed or somebody else. You said somebody else did it.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Well, that's for another gig, I think.
No, it was for that one. Because the guy was like doing the warm. Remember? And that's how we like associated that gig. The guy who did the warm, like really high, like really high up.
Oh, yeah?
You don't remember?
No, not really.
It's either a useless memory or you have really
I forgot about that
shit
one.
memory. I don't know. either this is just something stupid to remember, or the way I refer to it, maybe, or maybe it's you and you have just crappy memory.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it's me.
I can't tell. It's probably stupid. That's probably the one. All right, number 5. My phone is locked. You go.
Okay, number 5 is having like incorporating your interactive like set elements. Like if you have, I have a friend that uses his drum pad to actually mimic drums when he's playing a song, right? So he goes along with the beat and it sounds cool. It's like he's adding fills and stuff like that. People are watching him and recording him. It's like he's adding his own flair to it, right? And it's important as a DJ. That's one thing that you can do to make your sets like stand above and beyond, right?
Yeah, we spoke about that actually right in the beginning.
Yes.
How when I was talking to you about, hey, you got to make yourself unique. That's how you can get more gigs. Remember we said with like singing, a package, like when they walk down the aisle, right?
Yeah.
Because we were literally practicing, and we sounded better than somebody that was hired. Do you remember like how like?
I remember that. Yeah.
And we weren't the only ones thinking that. Somebody said something. So anyway, and the one they hired was okay, but we sounded better. So like that could literally be a service.
It could.
But we need to have a lot of songs. Not like, we only sing these 2 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so like adding all of those extra elements.
Extra stuff like your musicianship sort of thing.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt,
Musicianship.
right?
Musicianship. That's the word of the day.
Of the day. What is the word? It's not your...
Wow, I can't think about it right now.
Musicianship it is.
Musicality.
Musicality, yeah. Okay, next, number 6 is your ability to storytell.
Storytelling.
Yeah, storytell. To take the, the set in a way that tells a story.
Take them on a musical trip. It's like literally like without talking, just through music. Mm-hmm. It's important to immerse them into the experience, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, storytelling. If you can bring them on a musical journey, starting off mellow, then picking up, then climax, and then back down. It's more memorable that way.
Mm-hmm. Number 7, visual integration.
Yeah, man. You were talking about your that gig before, visually.
Oh yeah. Laser City, Gareth Emery. That was insane.
Sick, huh? Yeah, and they had what is at the beginning?
So, I like how immersive it was in terms of not just the insane lasers, but like they were so like well synchronized with the music. But also, it's kind of a simple thing. I've seen that before, but I love it when they have the screen and the story of like. I think she was trying, like, at this point, I don't remember exactly what it was, but she was trying to get to the club, and it was like her entire journey until she got there. And then when she got there, suddenly, like, the video closes, and then you can see her on stage. It was like, there was a whole, like, backstory. Nice. So, and they fit it into the music.
And she was actually singing on the track?
Yeah, and she is the one who sings, yeah.
Sick, man. Yeah, so visual element. That's cool.
Yeah, so the lasers... That's the main thing. But then that was like a really nice addition.
Oh yeah, nice. That's literally like what we were talking about, like storytelling as well. That's a literal thing right there.
Yeah, some things about it, like I'm not gonna lie, were a little like cheesy and stuff. Yeah. Right, like what she said and how she said, but it was when you're in that community, like trance and like like EDM, electronic music.
Yeah.
Like it's different. Like. I feel like I'm 20 years ago, Ilia. Like I don't know, and when I'm in that atmosphere, I feel nostalgic. Yeah.
Do you drink when you're in that?
Yeah, honestly, that's all I do. I drink. Yeah. It's like it's enough for me. I just drink a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not a regular event, like a regular occasion that like I go to these kind of shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely adds to it. I went sober once.
How was that?
And I forget why I went. Like, it was driving, but like it was for...
maybe you were the designated driver in D&D.
I was, but there was something else that night. Anyway, I had to drive. I had to help them out with something. And I just decided not to drink at all. Like there's no point in just having one beer. Like, right? So, and it was such a different experience. When everyone's drunk around you and like you're totally sober,
you can see them all the change, right?
Yeah, and you're like, wow, do I do that when I'm drunk?
They're pretty bad sometimes.
But yeah, there was a moment where I was like, the music is kind of enough. Mm-hmm. Like it trips you out, if you love that kind of music.
Oh, of course, man.
But you definitely feel it's like that you're sober. But the music like still makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Such a different experience. But yeah, like storytelling and visuals.
Visual integration. If the lights are going with the music and stuff, it just adds that extra element of just amazingness, that wow factor, right? Yes. So, yeah.
All right. Number 8.
And this is the same thing that we were talking about, making it unique and stuff.
Personal signature
sounds. Like if you use certain sound effects in your sets and you use them very often, put those in. It makes you unique, right? It adds your flavor, sort of.
Yeah. Yes, and like people know that, that's Nino playing for sure.
Yeah, the way he scratches it in or whatever. And then even your DJ drop, right? Add that in so everybody knows your name. But this is not recommended in a wedding or private event, and mostly clubs and bars and stuff
weird
like that.
that way.
Yeah, it's kind of corny.
Yeah. Number 9, crowd interaction.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, it's always fun, right? Getting people hyped up and singing in your sets is the way to go, man. It's so interactive, and it's more deeper for them. It makes it more memorable when everything can sing along, because they remember exactly how they feel at that moment too, right? When you're doing that, like, interaction.
Yeah, people come to you after, even not after, during the gig, and
You killed it, man.
yeah, oh, you're amazing, or the tips.
Yeah. Always love the tips.
Thanks for playing that song. Hey, I was gonna ask for that song, but you knew when to play it.
Played it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fun. It's fun, right? Like you're already celebrating pretty much every holiday there is with a bunch of strangers as a DJ, right? Sometimes you get lucky and you DJ for people you know or return clients, right?
Yeah.
But if you're already gonna be there, have a good time.
Have a great time. Yeah.
Interact. Yeah, you're very good with the crowd.
I'm okay. There's always something anybody and everybody can improve on, right?
Yeah,
So
but yeah, you do a good job.
I try.
Number 10.
And this is pretty much what will make you like unique is just trying new things.
Experimenting.
Yeah, trying new things, like experimenting, like something that doesn't go. Don't think doesn't go until you try it, right? Sometimes you'd be surprised, like certain songs, if you mash them up together, like that's not gonna go, like a rock song and a rap song, but you put them together, like, oh, it actually sounds good, right? So
Yeah.
trust your ears when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, have some guts when it comes to DJing, because that's in music. Like that's how lots of cool things started. Somebody tried
By
something
mistake, right?
Yeah, or like they went in the other direction.
Yeah.
like the instructions or the manual or something, right? Like
You're never gonna know until
a
you
new,
try
like,
it.
genre
Yeah.
came out of that.
It
or something.
starts, it fuses something. Like,
Yeah, you do that all the time with your routines and everything.
I try just to be a little creative and add a new spin to things, right?
Yeah.
To spice up your sets.
Like I said before, even though you have like a set routine that, let's say somebody heard you DJ before that type of event, they'll know it's you, right? But there's still little things you change here and there just to keep it a bit refreshed for
Different.
each client.
Yeah.
Or every few gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. It shows you actually love doing this.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of DJs that say they get bored doing the same things. Well, because you're not varying your mixes, you're playing the same stuff, right? So always try to play different things. I'm not saying the whole set has to be different, but maybe add in songs that you don't usually play to keep it fresh and exciting for yourself, not even just for the crowd, right?
For me, with my ADHD, like honestly, it's so easy for me to wander off to, I wonder what that sounds like.
Did you do it live? You try it?
Honestly, like 8 or 9 out of 10 times, the idea was good. 1 or 2 times out of those 10, maybe it was fire.
Fire
Fire
truck.
truck. Fire truck emoji. Every time I have one of those crazy ideas, I don't just, set it aside and think, I'll do it next time. No, I try it right away to see what happens, right? And I send it to you, or I tell you about it. Hey, how do you think this is gonna sound? A couple times you dismissed it. You're like, no, and then you even showed me like, oh yeah, never mind. But no, I had a few good ideas.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Great ideas, man.
Come on, I had great ideas.
Great.
But yeah, that's it. So that is the end of our episode, and thank you so much for joining another Clever DJ episode.
Yep, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See you in the next one.